Technique number one, cracking the sales code, is what we call chunking. So let's get on it like a cart bonnet. Grab a pen, piece of paper, and go with me on this little journey for a minute. Because chunking is about breaking something down that feels scary to something that actually feels achievable. Impossible very easily becomes I'm possible. So let's assume that you need to find an additional £4,000 per month revenue, and actually the increase in your national minimum wage would have no impact. Chunking is about breaking it down so your team can engage with that number. £4,000 sounds like a lot of money. Most of us don't have £4,000 in our bank account at the end of the month. But £4,000 is how much over 4 weeks? Yeah, it's £1,000. So now we're not finding £4,000, we're finding £1,000. Let's think we're open 7 days. So £1,000 divided by 7 is what? Let's call it £170. And yes, I know that arithmetic is not spot on. So now we're trying to find £170 a day, not £1,000 a week. So £170, let's now think we have 2 trading parts in the day. Typically, we'll have lunch and dinner, or lunchtime drinking, evening drinking. You might even have breakfast and do this 3 parts, but let's say 2. So £170 now per day over 2 parts, hey, we're looking at £85. So £85 on lunch and £85 on dinner. So I'm not trying to find £4,000, I'm trying to find £85. Now let's assume on lunch or dinner, we've got 2 hours on each where we take the majority of our money. That £85 has now become £42.50 an hour. So I'm not trying to find £4,000, I'm trying to find £42.50. Now let's assume in that hour you have 2 people working. Might be 1 in the bar, might be 2 on the floor. That £42.50 has now become like £21 an hour. And let's assume that £21 an hour, we break it down into 4 15-minute slots. We're effectively trying to find £5, £6 every 15 minutes for those 2 hours. So for 4 hours a day, we're trying to find an extra £5 or £6 per 15 minutes. And if we did that per person, we would hit our £4,000 for the month. £5 every 15 minutes is a portion of chips or a bottle of water or whatever your pricing is. £5 is what we're looking for. Sometimes we overcomplicate. It's like going on that really long journey. And I am going to climb into the car now because I'm at Junkyard Golf. And why wouldn't I? So let's stop overcomplicating and let's load your sat-nav with a really simple number. £5 is an easy destination to drive to. £1,000 is a really long, arduous journey. You as a general manager can choose. Are you going to choose 5 or are you going to choose 4,000? That's what we call chunking. What I want you to think about is every team brief, do you break it down as simply as that and empower the team how they're going to find that £5 or £6? You probably don't, and you're probably now going, I'm absolutely going to do that.